You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that.
Hey guys, what's poppin'? How are you doing? My name's Twana, aka T, where everyone's be at the end of the day, and I'm back with another video. I hope you're doing well, and I know where have I been? It's been inconsistent. It's given one day you're a YouTuber, one day you're not. It's given, are you serious? And I just want to apologize because I hadn't really figured out how to kind of balance my YouTube channel alongside my job and my other interests and hobbies, and it was just really getting to me. And you guys will see in this monthly reflection how I cover all of that stuff and address all of that stuff. But that's why I've been very inconsistent with this channel. However, I am in a place now where I feel like I'm very confident that I will be able to produce a video every single week with my full-time job and balancing my other interests based on the stuff that I've decided to implement and moving forward. So that's just a quick explanation for why I've been very inconsistent, and I do apologize because you guys fuck with me. You guys believe in me and my content. So I gotta show up. So if you guys are new here, this channel is about everything like self-development, personal development, getting all shit together, lifestyle, because I do have a full-time job, so I do small bits of vlogging and stuff like that. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely, tune in, maybe watch a little bit of my other videos, see if you like my vibe or whatever, because we could be friends. But if not, and you guys just want to dive into today's video, which we're going to be talking about my monthly reset, then let's just get into it. With monthly resets, I have been doing monthly resets for a while now, but I've been really consistent this year, and I feel like monthly resets are a great way to basically track your progress in life. No matter what you've got going on or whatever you're monitoring, whatever your goals are, I feel like a monthly reset kind of helps you give you that fresh start for the month whilst being consistent and reflecting on your previous month. And that's kind of why I like it, because it helps to let you know where you currently are at, where you need to work on, what's the strong points, what's the wins, what's the losses, how can you improve, how can you, what you're doing well in so you can be consistent in, what habits are struggling. And it just kind of helps you to really be present with where you're currently at so that you can focus on where you want to go next. Like, understanding where you're currently at in life is going to be a big helping hand to where you want to go moving forward. Because if you don't know where you're going, if you don't have a map or a compass in your hand, and you don't know where you are on that map, how are you supposed to get to your destination? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, we're not trying to be lost souls in this. We're trying to have strategies in place and kind of lead ourselves in the right direction to where we want to be in life. So today I'm going to be sharing my monthly reset. So if you guys see me not looking at the screen, it's because I'm going to start screen recording and show you guys bits and bobs and read stuff that I've put on my monthly reflection this month. So I will be reflecting on the previous month, which will be June 2024, and I'll be setting up for my new month, which is July 2024. Obviously, the date of recording is the 2nd of July. This will probably go up on Sundays, but I tend to get my monthly reflect done within the first week of July. That's kind of standard. So unfortunately, in this video, I'm not going to include the financial side of it because I haven't completed it. I've created a new financial tracker and I'm still kind of getting it together. So in this video, I'm not going to include the finance side of my monthly reset just because it's not ready. But if you guys are interested in how I budget for the month, how I make sure I have enough money for my interests, my hobbies, my bills, miscellaneous kind of unexpected funds and all that kind of stuff, then definitely comment down below and I can show you guys that. And once this finance tracker is fully up and running, I can kind of show you how I mitigate that and how I locate put money where and how I kind of break it down for the month. Obviously, financing and budgeting has never been my strong point. I used to be really bad at it, but having a tracker has been the big helping hand, and it's actually allowed me to see where all my money goes, and I feel like it's the best thing I could have ever done for myself. So yeah, enough of the dilly-dallying. Let's get into my monthly reset. How I like to start my monthly reflect is I like to go and look at the previous month. So if you guys can see here, I basically have different months for all my months, which will be here. I create a vision board for every single month, so it kind of helps me to stay focused on what it is I'm focusing on for that month. And then I've got them put into quarters. So as you know, we are in July, so we are in this quarter here, which you can see I haven't got a vision board done yet, but we will get there, and that's what the monthly reset is basically about. So we are going to go back to Q2. So yeah, this is kind of where I would start. I'll go back to June and kind of just assess how it went. So that's my vision board in the background, and the quote for the month was keep showing up for yourself. Again, like to follow on from my vision board, my annual vision board, my word for the year is consistency, and I feel like that resonates perfectly with that. So we've got my vision board here. This is like the full vision board. Obviously at the top on the banner is kind of cut, but like this is my vision board here. I've got skincare, I've got gym, I've got like cast editing, like content creation, skincare again, like enjoy in terms of life and stuff like that. So I feel like that really resonates with the month of June. Reading again, and I've got my consistency keyword there on there as well. Yeah, so I've just moved ever so slightly just so I can see like what I'm reading, because right now like the camera's blocking it. But yeah, so as I was saying, this is kind of how I'd set it out. So this is for the month of June. So these are my goals: create a fitness tracker / portal, go to the gym minimum 3 times a week, start a Premiere Pro masterclass, journal every day, post 4 long form videos on YouTube, post consistently on my pages, create 4 digital products for my blog, which is called Quotes Lounge, and start book number 4, 2-day nights with my boyfriend, and network with more people in my niche. So as you guys can see, I have ticked off all the things that I managed to complete, which was go to the gym. I've been very, very, very consistent with gym, and I'm very, very proud of myself because I'm actually progressing quite fast. I am on a weight gain journey, so I'm trying to get up to 80 kg, and as it stands, I'm currently at 76 kg, so I'm not that far off, but I do want to get rid of a lot of fat and build up more muscle. So yeah, I'm glad I went back to the gym, because before I kept saying I'm going to go to the gym, didn't sign up. So I'm just glad that I did that kind of thing, and I've been very, very consistent. I do have a schedule in place, which is why creating the fitness tracker / portal is like very, very important, but we didn't do it this month. Premiere Pro, so I know which Premiere Pro course I want to take, I haven't started it, which is why I've not ticked off. So one of my goals was to journal every single day. I didn't journal every day. There was a couple of weekends where I missed out journaling, so that's not ticked. Post 4 long form videos, as you guys know. I did not do that. I think I posted 1 video last month, and post consistently on my pages. I've done that. Obviously, if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you guys will see that I post every single day on there. Create 4 digital products for my blog page. I haven't created 4. I have created 2, but the goal was to create 4, so that's not done. I did start my 4th book, which is The Power of Now, which kind of resonates with me trying to like focus in the present tense. 2-day nights with my boyfriend, we did that, and network with more people in my niche. So I'm very, very happy with that. I feel like we've got about half my goals done, or just over half. We've got half my goals done, so 5 out of 10. So after I've kind of like reviewed this, kind of like now highlights what areas I've been lacking in, what I've been good in, and like where I need to focus on next month. So yeah, after that, another thing I'll do, these are all my goals for the year, and they're all being tracked. So what I like to do, I like to go into each of them and just like log them. I've already logged them for this month, so this is just currently where it stands. Like, for example, my blog page on Instagram is on 27, and the goal is to get to 1k. On TikTok it's on 17,200, and I'm trying to get to 50k. So like, you get, like, it's just literally the metrics for everything. I just log it here and keep track of it. I also have like a milestone section, so this is where like I will go through like my milestones, like key milestones that I will hit, like passing probation, hitting 100 subscribers. I actually need to add one more because I got a pay rise, which is another like major milestone. That was last month though. That wasn't in the month of July, but it was in the month of June. So after that's done, we then go over to my personal space, and we then go down to my journaling section, which is over here. And this is basically where this is where I do all my journaling, like daily, weekly, and monthly, and just like my anything regarding journaling is here. So we want to go down to the monthly reflections, and as you can see, June is already like open. I've kind of started it already, so this is it. And I've given the month a 4 out of 10. I like to rate it because it kind of helps me to know, like, overall, based on like my journaling, it will help me to kind of figure out, like, was this a good month or was this a bad month? And June was actually a pretty good month, which I'm quite happy with. And usually how I dictate that is just looking at all the journaling that I've logged, and as you can see, majority of them are 4 stars. I've got the odd 3 stars logged, but majority, all of them are 4 stars, which is why I've given the entire month a 4 out of 10. So once that is done, I kind of just start off with last month, like I said, and I just do like a random reflection. So what I've written is, this month was better in comparison to May. I got a lot more of my goals completed, and I'm in a much better place mentally. I was making a lot more time for things that I love and I really enjoy. I'm enjoying where I'm at currently. So yeah, and I'm kind of happy, I won't lie, like where it is, even though I didn't hit some of my goals. I'm actually quite happy with how June went overall. So the highlights for last month, it says this month because I'm supposed to do it at the end of June, but usually I do it end of June, first week of like the new month, if that makes sense. So yeah, the highlights for the month of June, I went to my first BMW car show, which was actually really, really good. I saw a lot of like my favorite car content creators out there, a lot of my favorite car YouTubers. Got to see some like strip racing on the strip. It was at Santa Pod, so yeah, it was really, really good, and just enjoyed being surrounded by BMWs because I'm a hard BMW fan, if I'm being honest. No one can put me off that brand. I'm not gonna lie. I was able to go on not one but two work trips, so I really enjoyed the work trips. I feel like I've really settled into this company really, really well, and I just love how like I'm actually making good relationships in the company, not just in my London-based office, but in the offices all around. So one of the trips was like a very big work trip, which is where all the offices come together. We all went up to Leeds. Everything was fully paid and catered for. Got a hotel, stayed up there for the night, and I really got to see like my colleagues on like a chill side, you know, like a non-work socialized side, and I really, really enjoyed it. Then we had like a smaller gathering. This was more for like the south side, so the Bristol and the London office were very, very close together. So we basically came together, went up to Bristol and just linked up there. Really enjoyed both of them. Like I can't lie, like they were great trips. So that's another highlight. Went on 2 dates with my boyfriend. Obviously I love spending time with my boyfriend, so that's no surprise, especially because like last month we didn't go on 2 dates. So I'm just kind of glad that we did manage to go on 2 dates this month. And I've been consistent with gym. Like I've started gym and I've been very, very consistent. I've been sticking with my schedules. And like me, I get social anxiety. I know it sounds weird because like how do you do YouTube, but like when I get into the gym, when it's like really, really overpacked, like I really want to just walk out the gym, but like I've put that aside and just like gone because I've got goals to reach, and like who gives a fuck about like who's in the gym. I'm very, very proud of myself for being very, very consistent with the gym, even on the days that's been really, really packed. And like with us girls who go to gym, it's like very, very hard because when you want to just work on your glutes, and men stare a lot, and it's like, okay, cool, like I get it, there's a girl who's got, you know, got some glutes going on here, but do you need to stare still like a pedophile? Do you get it? So some stuff like that made me unease, but I've pushed through and I've been very, very consistent. So that's the main thing. So that's another highlight for the month of June. So what didn't go to plan? So posting on like my YouTube posting schedule and remaining consistent, I have completely fell off like these last couple of months, and that's just because I have been finding it really, really difficult to like find a schedule that works for me, and I just haven't been as disciplined as I needed to be. I've been putting like other things before it, and I've been allowing other like things that I need to get done to eat into the hour of YouTube, like recording, planning, scripting, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but that stops this month. Like I'm not even joking, because the fact that I had the balls to start it, like I need to stick with it kind of thing. So yeah, that's one thing that didn't go too well. Very not happy with that. I didn't even post like shorts. Like usually I can get away with it because I post shorts. Shorts are kind of obviously keep my account active, but I wasn't even doing that. So it's just like really like tired out in terms of like getting content out, and that's just because I didn't have a schedule. So I have a schedule now. So like I said before, that's gonna change. What else didn't go to plan? Keeping up with my journaling. So I have a really bad habit of like journaling in the week, like really good. So Monday to Friday I will journal, I will read my book, like my night routine will be to the T. The weekend comes and it's like it goes out the window, and then I reset, and it's kind of the same thing. And obviously I've put down that I want to journal every single day, including the weekend, so it needs to be on the weekends too. So that didn't go to plan either. I'm quite like disappointed in myself, because it's like, why can I not find the time to journal in Saturday and Sunday, especially because Sundays are my reset days? But I don't know, it's just when it gets to the weekend I just don't journal. So those are two things that didn't go to plan. So what did I learn this month? So one thing that I've always struggled with is procrastination, and I'm glad that I've kind of learned and figured out like how to really tackle it, because like I was trying out so many different like time management skills and stuff like that. It just wasn't working, and no matter what time management skill you try to implement or like system or whatever, it's not going to work unless you accept the fact that procrastination comes from a place of discomfort, a place where you feel uncomfortable, and until you tackle that discomfort, no matter what you put in place, it's just not going to happen. Do you know what I mean? So I kind of understood this from reading the book The Diary of a CEO by Stephen Bartlett, and he broke it down in such a way like it's so easy and simple to understand. Like now I get why I was procrastinating in the past. So procrastination basically comes from discomfort, and understanding the discomfort and understanding why whatever it is I'm trying to do makes me feel uncomfortable is how you're going to tackle your procrastination, which would then help you to find the perfect time management system for yourself. So he mentioned some tips and tricks that you can try, but what has like worked for me big time in the month of June is realizing that makes me uncomfortable and asking myself why it makes me uncomfortable, but then still doing it anyway. And that is kind of how I've managed to like push through. Yeah, like that's kind of what I learned this month. And now that I understand why my procrastination kind of happens, and now I've got steps to take to stop it from happening, like it's the best thing ever. So I'm just like, shout out to Stephen Bartlett for breaking that down in such simple terms, because I'm so appreciative of it. What drained my energy this month? So not sticking with my routines definitely drained my energy this month. Like I feel like when I have something in place and it's working, like I need to stick to it. Sometimes I like to try and just divert a little bit, like I'm some kind of freelancer. And some people can freelance. I'm just not that person. So the freelancing thing doesn't really work with me. So it's like, why are you doing it? So not sticking to my routine, trying to freelance definitely drains me. And I've got graphic design on there. It sounds kind of funny because obviously I have a graphic design business, but the reason why it drains me is because I don't have a passion for graphic design like I used to, and unfortunately, like it's gonna come to an end. It was draining me because I was trying to force holding on to my graphic design business for so long, because it's like, okay, cool, I started, I need to finish. Well, like I feel like it's had its journey, it's had its time. I've made money, I've made friends in the niche, and I'm just not in it anymore. And the only people who's affected and who's losing out is me and my clients, because my clients are not getting the best of me because I'm not interested in it anymore. And it's affected me because it's making me mentally drained that I'm being forced to do something that I don't want to do. So yeah, I've decided that I will no longer be doing graphic design, and I have one more client, and then once she's done and I've handed off her design, which she's already approved by the way, that will be my graphic design journey come to an end. So that is my graphic design is on there. So yeah, after I reflect for the month, I then go to the new month, which is July. So what can I improve for next month? So typically the stuff that I didn't do well in June or in the previous month will be what I need to improve for the next month. So for me, it's my YouTube posting schedule, it's sticking to my routine, and it's my daily journaling. So those are like the areas that I was lacking the most in. And then I will look at what my intentions for the next month. So I really want to pour into my YouTube channel much more. I feel like as a content creator, you kind of need to focus on what platform is going to be your main platform. And before it used to be TikTok, but I don't know what it is with TikTok's algorithm. I just feel like TikTok doesn't like me as it used to, or I'm just not doing something right. Instagram is still fresh. I only made it like 2 months ago, so it's like it's still very fresh. And so I feel like I'm still figuring out in terms of Instagram. But I feel like YouTube, because I kind of know what I want to do in terms of like lifestyle vlogs and like self-development, like it's like boom, just so I just want to pour into my channel so much more, and maybe like take the energy off my short form content for a while and just focus on long form, because I feel like I really enjoy it. Like I actually enjoy recording, scripting, everything for you guys. And remaining consistent in the gym. I feel like I've started off with a banger and I just want to keep that streak going. Obviously there will be days where I might fall off. That's fine, I'm human, but I do want to remain very consistent with the gym. So what are my goals for next month? So these are just things that are kind of like based off, I feel like these could potentially change, but right now I want to be consistent with my channel and my personal social medias. I want to keep posting on all of them. I want to keep them active. I want to keep trying to find new followers, new subscribers, new people that are like for me, for my niche and fuck with me. And then I also want to post consistent on my blog page. So I started a blog. I call it a blog now because I think that's the route I'm trying to go, but I started this page on the side like a while ago. I've always loved quotes, motivational stuff, like self-development, stuff like that, and I was too shy to post it on my own platform, so I made like a faceless account and started posting it on there, and it took off. It's currently at 17,200 followers on TikTok, because that's the original platform that I started on, and I've literally just brought it to Instagram, and even on Instagram, like I'm getting a lot of traction and it's doing really well. And I kind of want to turn it into something that like a business basically, and because I feel like it resonates with me, because I've always been passionate about personal development and how you can better yourself and just growing as an individual, because it's gonna be a constant learning thing. Like personal development doesn't end. You're always gonna grow. There's always gonna be stuff that's gonna test your personal development and really to bring you to that next level that you want to be at. So I always feel like we are always gonna be on this self-growth journey, but it's just embracing that at the end of the day. And I feel like because I'm so passionate about self-development, and the fact that I started a secondary faceless page about it and it's done so well, I kind of want to take it a bit more serious, and I would like to turn it into a blog and just post bloggy content on it and I'm just enjoying posting that. You guys can see like how it makes me feel just to talk about these things. So I also again want to stay consistent in the gym. I also want to finish the book that I'm reading now, which is The Power of Now, and start my 5th book. I don't know what the book is going to be just yet. I'm still kind of like deciding, but I've got a few books in my wish list. So I'll probably just choose one of those. And then it's like, what will I do to achieve my goals? So this is kind of more like about me, like mentally, and the habits that I want to implement to ensure that I am achieving these goals. So obviously with YouTube and my social media platforms, I need to remain consistent. That is the key word for this month, this year, is to be consistent. With anything in life, you need to be consistent. Then the next thing is sticking to the plan. So I feel like a lot of the time I make plans in terms of like my routines and stuff like that, and sometimes I don't stick to them, and that causes things to like fall into the next day, which is supposed to be something else getting done. And then it's like, okay, cool, like what's going on? Like if you had stuck to the plan on Monday, you wouldn't be where you are today on Tuesday, if that makes sense. So that's another thing. Reading every day. I again with journaling, Monday to Friday, I will read every day, and then the weekend comes, I just forget my book even exists. So that's something I want to work on, like reading every day and planning my content. Right now, I post every day, like I make my content on the day and post it, and that's just too exhausting. So I've already started, like this week, my whole content has been prepped. It's all ready to go. All I've got to do is just literally post at the time they need to go post, and everything's ready to go. It's such a breeze because like tomorrow, I don't need to worry about what am I going to post because it's already ready, if that makes sense. So we're happy about that. And then the last question for the new month is, what can I do to be my highest self? So I always go back to my vision board because that's kind of where all of this starts from. Your initial vision board that you made, go back to it and remember your why, especially when you're feeling tired or drained. Like this is the best time to go back to that very vision board because it's going to uplift you, because this is what these tiredless nights are for, these early morning, these late nights, these days where you don't feel motivated. Like that's the perfect time when you need to be looking at your vision board and focusing down on it. Like, okay, cool, like this is why I am currently going through what I'm going through. And that's just basically what I do. As soon as anytime I feel like, okay, cool, I'm not showing up with my highest self, I go back to that board and say, okay, cool, well, what is my highest self doing right now? Do you know what I mean? Like she's not lounging around, she's getting shit done. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's just a constant reminder. And another thing is just to continue to work on those small habits, like small things like drinking water every day. Key, because you gotta stay hydrated, you know what I mean? Small things like, obviously I want to do weight gain, eating 3 meals a day, like these small habits, going to bed early, getting a good night's sleep, journaling, like letting out my emotions, talking about things, like socializing with my friends, going on dates with my boyfriend, like all of these kind of small habits, they're all like small things that will contribute to you being your higher self. So do it. You gotta start implementing it, and that's how I'm gonna show up as my higher self. Apart from that, after this is all done, and this is just kind of like looking over like my sleep pattern as well, like seeing how my sleep patterns was, and like just seeing how good my sleep was throughout the month. I do have a Whoop, so I'm able to get like an accurate hours to sleep just by going into my Whoop app, which will let me know. And these percentages here are also my recoveries, so I feel like that's very, very important. But I'm gonna probably do a separate video on Whoop and to like kind of maybe talk about if Whoop's really worth it or not. But that's kind of what that is about there. And yeah, so that would be like the monthly reflection side of it done. So once I've kind of like broken down my goals and I've like written everything, I will then go back to my goals and visions page, and that is when I kind of will start setting up my new month, which is July. So it's already been May, July, and I'll come up with a word of the month and I will link it. I will add a vision board and link it all. So the first thing I will do on this is, what are my monthly focuses? So also a part of my monthly reset, I create a vision board on Canva. So this is the vision board that I've created for July, which kind of focuses on all the goals that I've got going on. So obviously posting consistently, content creator, that looks like someone who's content creating. Obviously sticking with like my healthy stuff, skincare, stuff like that. Obviously this is just about self-love, self-care, and like thriving in my relationship. I've also obviously got skincare again. I've got reading books, outfit inspiration. That's kind of like waking up in the morning. I've got like be present now. It's time to show up for yourself. Consistency, be patient with yourself. So all of these things kind of like just resonate with my monthly goals for this month. Obviously, you can be more detailed, but I feel like all of these pictures do what they need to do. They all resonate with what goals I've got for the month. So that's my vision board, and I put my vision board on the actual page and in the banner, and I also put it on my homepage. So if we go back to my homepage, you will also see this month's vision board, which is this one, big and bold, bright, and along with like all my other stuff that I have to do as well. But while we're here, also for the month, I also plan out for the month my finances, which I've already mentioned why we're not going through that. I might just give you a quick preview of what the new my new finance page on Notion looks like. But this is also my monthly calendar, so I typically like to plan out what I've got covered up for the month. So as you can see, I've got all my Sunday resets that will happen on Sunday. I've also put in a coffee day. I need to do 2 this month, as you would have remembered us planning our goals. I don't know when the second day is going to be, just because like sometimes things can pop up. Me and my friend are trying to go shisha. I haven't organized, we haven't confirmed the date yet, so I haven't put that in, but it will typically probably be a Saturday, just because in the week I work full time. And then I have also got my anniversary, which is at the 31st, on the end of the month. And I've also got a trip that me and my boyfriend's going away for our anniversary for 3 days. We are going to Milan. But I absolutely love planning it out for the month, because it lets me know like what I've got coming up. But I do have an eyelash appointment on the 14th, so here, let's just quickly add that in. That's on the 14th. This is an appointment. So this is my month planned out roughly. So the last bit that I would usually do, also my routine consists of like doing a deep clean in my room and doing a digital deep clean, which I've already kind of done, so I'm not gonna kind of go over that through that video. It's kind of self-explanatory. But the last thing I wanted to show you quickly was my financial section. So this is the new finance tracker. Like I said, I've got all my accounts up there. I've got like different funds where I'm saving for different things, and then I've got these are all my budgets for the month. Obviously they reset every single month, so I haven't actually set these yet. I also make sure I've got my bills that are like tracking my bills being paid. But like I said, like this, as you can see, these are my expenses. So I only started this in May, but I realized that some things wasn't working, so I tried to fix them in June. So this is not fully working yet. Obviously we're in Q3. Obviously July again hasn't started yet, so I still have like a lot to do. But yeah, that's just kind of like a sneak peek of like what my financial tracker looks like. If you guys want a full run through of my financial tracker or any of my pages on Notion, just comment them down below and I will give you that. So this brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope it gave you some inspiration, maybe for what you want to like implement into your own monthly reset, so you guys can kind of see where I'm at in my life. And I will try and do these every single month, so you can kind of watch me grow as an individual. And if you guys are interested in that, definitely join me on this journey with. So I hope you liked the video. I hope you found it inspirational. I hope you found it helpful, and I'm definitely gonna see you in my next one, so stay tuned. Love you guys. Bye.